cube tray.
Pine needles create a legacy. So good for your life, pine needles.
Hello, my happy quilters. Welcome once again to kick off the second half of your week here with us at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. My name is Marcia. This is Joy, and we are so happy to have you joining us here live today. We got some few fun things, a little abbreviated today, I think.
Right. That's what you think.
Well,
there's some
I
good
know.
stuff
Sometimes
over here.
we get a little bit carried away. So if you're new here or not, you want to make sure and like, comment, and share, and you want to tell them why?
Right. Every week we draw two from the comment area. We draw two $10 gift certificates to our store. If you're watching this on not live right at the moment, still feel free to add comments. We don't draw to the last minute for publishing in our Saturday morning emails. And we have one more certificate that we give out each week for our trivia winner. And that trivia question is towards the end of our show. So stay tuned for that because you're not going to want to miss out. And without further ado, Marcia said she's got some cold jokes for me today, and I'm excited.
I know, it's so cold.
How cold is it? Is that the joke?
So it is part of the joke,
Okay.
but it is so cold here. We are in Minnesota, and yesterday when I came to work, it was negative 25 degrees, and then by the time I went home, it was negative 2.
I know, heat wave.
Oh, yeah. But this morning, again, it was in the teens, below zero, so... It is so cold out there
It is so cold.
that you have to break the smoke off your chimney.
Oh. I could totally believe it, Marcia. I got my arms tucked under me because my hands are so cold right at the moment.
And it is so cold.
How cold is it?
You have to open your refrigerator to heat the house.
Oh, that's a good one. I would believe that, actually, because it is significantly warmer in your refrigerator than it is outside.
I know it.
Well,
and
who'd thunk?
it is so cold
Marcia, how cold is it?
that your false teeth are chattering and they are still in the glass.
Wow.
That is cold.
It is cold.
All right. Speaking of cold, I was thinking about that. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but, and I thought maybe everybody did this, but I remember on a hot summer day sticking my tongue on the ice cube tray when we had those metal ones. They had that thing.
So I was picturing the ice cube, but you actually put it on
I
the
put
tray.
it on the tray.
Oh, my goodness.
Remember those metal ones that had the...
I do remember those.
And, yeah, part of my tongue was stuck to that, bleeding all over the place.
Wow.
Am I the only one that did that? No, I'm not. You didn't. You weren't. But I remember at school one time, it was a winter day, and at our school, we had a country school, so we had the metal, what were those pipes for our, the monkey bars?
Oh, right,
the metal,
right.
metal lead pipes or whatever they were, I don't know. Anyways, a kid in school stuck his tongue on there.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
And then Justin, my son, when he was little, when he was outside, his little mouth went exactly towards the handle of the car door.
Oh, ouch.
That was
stuck.
Traumatic, yeah. Bled all over the place.
Wow.
He thought he was dying. But anyways, it's so cold out there, you don't want to stick your tongue or your mouth or any other parts to any metal pieces.
And keep everything covered.
Oh my gosh. So anyways, how quickly we digress. Anyways, we're going to talk about warmer weather things.
Right. That just looks like a beach party
This
in
is bright, sunshiny
in a package.
line of fabric. And actually this is by a local gal here, Amaryllis, here in Rochester. She's actually a painter by trade, I think. But she's now a fabric designer for Moda. And this is her second line. This is called Flower Patches.
And it's so
And we're going to
pretty.
feature her. We're going to have a spring shop hop in April, and we're going to feature her fabrics and some kits out of her two lines. The first line was called Playground. This one is called Flower Patches.
Okay,
Bright,
I have it for you.
cheery, fun. Fun in the sun on a cold day. So we need this. Look at this all over print. Isn't that pretty?
It is.
And
That one's just plain sweet.
it is. Little flowers. This is a little bit more modern. Flowers, but really I love that one too. Oh my gosh, this one's cool. We're doing something fun with this piece. So this is like a floral ombre. You'll have to see what we're
That
going to
would
do
make
with
a very fun skirt.
it. It would. And look at there. Now we're introducing some more purple. Here we've got a all over print.
So this next one you're going to have to open up because
Oh
that
my
one looks
goodness.
so interesting. I hadn't
This
noticed
is-
it on the bolt yet.
Like a
How that-
crazy patch.
Right.
Isn't
That
neat?
is great.
Kind of got rickracky or zigzaggy stitching around it.
A little
Around
bit
the
of a
outsides.
collage.
Yeah,
How fun
it
that
is.
is.
I'll let you fold
I'll
that one.
fold that up.
And then we've got this little red dot with kind of the pink or red background with pink dots. Here is this fabric with the teal colored background.
And I'm going to toss in a collage.
Stick that back in there. Oh, this is pretty.
I
Teal.
just love those
Look at
little,
some
they look like little pansies.
really bright and clear teals this season. Or the new fabrics that we've seen have really fun teal colored things. So more watercolory thing here. And then the green.
And I really love the dots because they're not all the same polka dot. They're varied a bit.
This is another print. I think this is like the first one that we showed. Really, she's got some fun
Got a
things.
Fun butterfly in there.
Yes, and then we're going to move into some pinky, more pinky. Love the dots. Nice job on the dots. Here is this on a dark pink and a light pink.
I just think how you could totally coordinate those dots with any one of these prints. Pick your favorite accent, put it with one of those bold prints, and you would have a fantastic bag.
Now,
Quilt.
what color is this?
Ooh, I don't know.
It's
I'll have to
lovely.
think about it. It's not eggplant.
And here's more one of those more modern watercolor.
Swirls.
Yeah, more dots. The main print again with a blue background. Oh my goodness, this is a nice touch. Some dark. This is pretty too. Lots of fun with this line. Oh, here's the ombre again, and with a darker background.
Very nice. That gives a whole different feeling.
It does. I don't know which one I like better. I like them both. And here we're back into the deeper colors.
Oh, look at that with a navy
all
background behind
over.
there.
Print.
Very nice.
How pretty. So, playgrounds.
And there are 31 pieces in this collection, all very
So pretty.
fun. And we have them in our favorite pre-cuts.
We surely do.
We got the jelly roll,
The layer cake.
the charm square,
Yes.
and then I have the mini charm for the win, the little
Yep,
taste
those are
of
fun
everything.
to do. Those are fun to have just in case.
Gosh,
We
if
call
you
them the
were-
pack of
if-
gum.
If you were a Hexie creator, how fun would this be to put in your Hexie collection of stuff?
I know. Those are fun. I'm not a Hexie creator. Not
I
yet.
started.
Did you?
I did. Did
I'm
you hear
not.
that word?
Yeah.
I started.
Yay.
And now, Marcia, those fruit jars, the start is in a little tiny fruit jar. And it may just be a decoration for the rest of my life.
Sometimes that's kind of cool.
Yep,
Yep,
you never know.
absolutely. Sometimes that's best. I know I decorate with buttons in jars too.
Well, yeah, me too.
But sometimes if you need a button, you might find the one you need in there.
You might.
So the All Minnesota Shop Hop is coming up for the whole month of April and May. There's quite a few shops in Minnesota participating. We have the magazine.
Oh my gosh, it is stunning. And there are free patterns in here. The magazine is $12.95. And inside is your passport to visiting all these different quilt shops across Minnesota. I was looking through before we went live. There's lots of shops I don't recognize, so there's some new things for you to visit in Minnesota. Yours truly is right in the front cover for you to come check us out. I noticed that as well.
Yep.
But besides all the shops in here, there are free patterns, and this is a fantastic publication, and it's in its third year.
I think so.
Here in Minnesota. And
Third or
what else?
Is it third or fourth? I think third.
I think third, but I
yeah.
could be wrong.
Yeah.
But there's beautiful maps in here. Each of the stores have a page area that they are featured. You'll want to pick one up whether you go shop hopping or not. You don't have to complete a region to be eligible for prizes. You just need to complete so many visits.
Well, and let's open this up here, and Carly, once I get to the page,
So take a little closer
take
look
a
here.
closer look here. The fabrics this year are lovely. They are boutiques by Island Boutiques. So you can see we've got some kind of winter theme things and some fishing theme things all in boutiques, and then the blenders to go along with. So a little bit different change up on the magazine and the fabrics this year.
Right, and all of the store hours are listed on their pages, and if extended hours are part of a shop, you can find them on the region page. But always best when planning your trip, call ahead and verify the hours before you make a trip out to a
Absolutely.
shop that is not normally open during that time.
Right. So next we have the cutest little cutie patootie kit.
All right, my daughter had a birthday. Actually, she turned.
Yesterday.
Can I tell how old she is? She turned 25,
25. It's
quarter of a century. So I thought it was appropriate she get a 50th anniversary box from Mom, especially since she is a Littles fan. Now, in this box, each of these little things are folded up like a bolt, but the fabric actually makes the little project that's on the back. I spent a few days sewing with her, and she was almost done with this cute little project. But to finish it out,
It's so cute.
there is this adorable ruler frame that you can put around. Actually, this makes a 10 by 10 frame, and maybe this isn't the right size for that, but it's shown pictured
I think
around it.
I think. Well, let's. Look
She
and
told
see.
me it would finish to 5 inches, but that's not possible because I helped
No,
her
it finishes
press.
to 10 by 10.
Perfect.
So this is
So
the
you
frame.
want the little mini box, and then you want the fantastic little ruler thing to go with it.
And then you still have this. It's called Just a Little Box of Moda Fabrics. You have this just to put little whatnots in.
And if you don't want to make the project,
Oh my gosh.
it's adorable just as it is.
It is. It's got the 50-year tag on here. It's got the measuring tape, twill on it.
Right.
Really cute just to have for a little something. These just came in and they're so stinking cute.
All right, because we are feeling very much like summer flowers around here with this cold weather, we wanted to feature the limited edition Olfa rotary cutter that has flowers on the handle. And it's just nice to have something fun in your sewing studio. And even though
And pretty.
I have rotary cutters that are decades old, I always appreciate a new one.
I do too. I have several because sometimes it gets tucked underneath fabric.
And sometimes one has a dull blade and getting a new one. I mean, you could get new blades. I mean, I do, but sometimes,
Sometimes you deserve something
I mean, this
brand
is
new.
only $24.99. You
Right.
could get a whole new cutter.
You could. Okay, so now we have a bunny knoll pattern.
All right, we have all of the months currently, and I'm going to just open this up so that they can see it without the glare on the thing.
These are the Art to Heart patterns by Nancy Halverson. They've been popular for a long, long time. I mean, since I think Nancy Halverson, when I first bought the quilt shop back in 2005, we had some Nancy Halverson patterns. Very pretty things.
So what's neat about this pattern collection is that there is a focus picture block, and then there's all sorts of small projects. And the idea was you can just buy the season you want and make the things you need or would like to have, but you can also collect the other months and create a larger seasonal picture. And there are nice full-size patterns to do the tracing and the applique bits if they are required.
And her directions are always very well written as well.
And
So
Easter is late this year, so you have plenty of time
we
to
need
make
a late
some
Easter, don't we?
Right. Well, we could have warm weather anytime, but well, actually, this weekend it will be warm.
We've got kind of a fun Easter quilt coming up.
I know, you heard it here first. Easter quilt, look for it. Okay, I'm not going to put that on
Yeah,
right
you
now
don't
because
need
it's
to.
crinkly.
And this was in here, so we'll get rid of it.
Yes.
I'll let you talk about the quilt binding Bible.
All right, next to what needle and some other questions, how do I bind my quilt is a very common thing, and I'm so grateful that CNT Publishing came out with this little tiny reference book because there are ideas for your basic binding, there's for jazzing it up, how do you bind a pot holder. It has 25 techniques in here, and it has step-by-step instructions for how to make a most beautiful binding. And what I like is it's in this spiral bound book, so when you open it up and you set it beside your sewing space, it will lay flat. If you wish, you can fold it back if you like to work that way. But there's all sorts of ideas in here, including pieced bindings and flange bindings, miniature bindings, really 25 techniques. It is a go-to resource, brand new. The Quilt Binding
Want that one?
Bible. Yes, you will want that one.
I haven't had a chance to look at that one. I think I need that as well. Okay, we've got a beautiful, beautiful quilt behind us. That's made by yours truly over here, Joy. This is called, yes. And it's really a beautiful accomplishment. It truly, truly is.
Moonlight Forest. The pattern is Amanda Murphy. Fabric is Amanda Murphy. Honestly, Marcia, these really aren't my colors, are they?
No, but
But when I saw it, I had to make it because it's so cheerful, and the little critters they just make me smile. And it was such a fast, easy quilt, even though there's lots of different
well, there's
elements.
some tiny little 9 patches there.
Oh, right. Yes, but, and look at the little fox peeking out. I'd like to say I fussy cut him, but he just was a
Well, Joy is
happy
a
accident.
traditional, more of a Civil War-ish, Kansas Trouble, darkish. But some of these prints are really kind of busy. But when you cut them up like this, they don't read that way. I just love it. I think it's great. And when you put them on a dark background like that, fun.
Really
So we have the
something.
kit with absolutely everything you need to make that. Includes the pattern.
And there's many pages in the pattern. Great decorations. Great instructions. So Moonlit Forest by Amanda Murphy.
Okay, so when it's so cold outside, we can't be outside. We don't want to be outside. And for those workers that have to be outside, bless
you.
all of you, and thank you very much, the farmers, all the workers that have to be outside, carpenters, and those that have to
Right.
fix the frozen water and all that pipes and things like that. Thank you very much. But it's a good time to be inside to have a puzzle going as well.
It is, especially since our daylight hours, even though they're growing, are quite short. And I know that your household often has a puzzle going, and my household has had the dining room table occupied now for going on 2
Upside
months.
down.
Well, it's a stack of quilts. You are right. So the puzzle we're featuring today is called Stacked. We here at Pine Needles have a variety of puzzles, but it's really a great way to spend an afternoon or an evening working on something together by yourself or as a family. And I just really have been enjoying the whole puzzle
Making
process at our house. And this one is so pretty. And I think with all these different colors, it would be also not a frustrating puzzle. Could be wrong. You never know till you open the box what you're
Susie
going to
loves
get.
to make puzzles, and she puts some books on tape in her ear pods or whatever they're called, and she does 2 things at once.
Right?
She also sews and mows the lawn and does everything listening to books on tape. She's listened
read
to a lot.
many.
She has. Someone has read them to her. But,
I think that counts because your brain hears all those lovely words.
right.
And so what if I didn't actually read
Multitasking,
the
exactly.
Exactly.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, let's pull down.
Oh, here?
Oh, we don't have this. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we
talk
do.
this. let's talk about, because we're in such cold weather, we forgot about this one. We had it hanging up high here in the shop, and we meant to talk about it earlier, but we didn't.
Well, it hasn't really been snowing. I mean,
No, we haven't had that much snow.
and here we have. Okay.
Oh, a fun comment.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about this
So anyway,
first.
we have this beautiful little wall hanging. It has a mostly pieced. Well, actually, the whole background is pieced. Marcia, you made this quilt.
It is, and it's all making out of batiks.
And we have
Little
the snowman.
applique on top of the pieced quilt.
And in our kit, of course, you're going to get the pattern, what you need for the front, and the little bits and bobs of fabric to make the applique.
applique.
And you just did a quick little zigzag, so you could applique it with blanket, stitch by hand. Oh wait, you did blanket and
I think
zigzag.
I did both. Yep.
Oh, it is blanket. It looked like zigzag from my angle.
Yeah, no, I did do blanket.
And then I think you just top stitched your little snowflakes.
I
Maybe.
did zigzag those on, because I didn't want to go around all these little dealies on the
Well,
snowflakes.
you know, you got to make it real, right?
Right, exactly. So lots of fun. This is a fun one. Fun to do. Not so big.
And there's still time to
Icy
order
blue.
that up.
Icy blue batiks.
Yeah, very, 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 very fun. All right, you wanted
This
me
read a
to...
comment. She loves that was easy piecing on this one.
Oh, right. Thank you very much.
Little bit at a time.
Well, you know, we have all levels. We have like
In
really
segments.
beginner. We have, what was I thinking? And we have something in between. All right, let's pull this down. We have a really fun thing.
Oh my gosh, this is Minky on the back too.
Well, because
Whoa.
if you're going to go to the Moonlit Forest, you need to have Cozy Dozy Minky.
Love it. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oops.
This is our VIP. I think the last time I checked, we just have a few spots left. But if you haven't signed up for VIP,
There's room for new members. It's
March.
very important pine cone.
I don't know what the date is. March something.
Well, they're going to put
They're
it
going to
up.
put the link up. Yeah.
But here's the deal about VIP. If you've never attended, you just bring yourself. We have a room full of like-minded persons. You have us two goofballs. And one of the favorite activities, besides Marcia hunting for chocolate in the different bags that people bring, is show and tell. If you wish to bring something that you have completed, you can bring one item, because with 75 attendees, there's not enough time to have multiples for each person. But pick the thing you want to share most. We here, Pine Needle staff, handle your projects, so you don't have to worry about other people passing your things. But it is so much fun. We highlight what's new. What else would you like to add?
We've got
She's
great
some-
door prizes.
And then we have this crazy activity called the...
Fabric toss at the end.
Yes.
Got to stay to the end for the fabric toss. Lots of fun.
And...
So-
oops, sorry.
Yeah, we do just have a few spots left though.
And
Oh,
here's the
but
thing.
we haven't told them the best thing.
Right. If you join us in person, you'll need to be in person in attendance. We have a gift for you.
Yeah, so I meant to bring that out too. It's a jelly roll, and it is Anne of Green Gables Jelly Roll by Riley Blake Fabrics. So everybody goes home with a jelly roll. That is your gift for attending. You have to be in the seat though. If not, you need to find someone else to fill your seat, or you'll have to pay the full price for the. We'll credit the amount towards the jelly roll, but you'd have to pay the full price. Anyways, and then we'll have this, like this, I love this green background. You can also buy the background fabric. We have limited numbers, and we offer that as a discount as well.
Right. And it's just beautiful, beautiful spring colors.
But tons of fun prizes too.
Right.
We always have what's in your purse too.
Yep, you never know.
Or on your body.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
you want to come to VIP to see what all the fun's about, because it is really fun. We do it every other month, and it's a ton of fun. Okay, I think it is time for trivia.
And remember, first person to get the answer to the computer gets a $10 certificate.
That's right.
You better read it. I'm
So,
sorry.
what is the term for a quilt made by 3 or more quilters, adding borders onto a central square or block? So, what is the term for a quilt that's made by 3 or more quilters by adding borders to a central square or block?
And you remember that Sandy and Wendy had one of these. I
Recently on
almost
Facebook.
said what it was. but it was very cool, the
is.
whole process.
There's a lot of groups of friends or sometimes quilt guilds or whatever will do several, we'll start, it's pretty cool. Anyways, I have not. Have you ever participated in one of those?
I have not.
It takes a lot of brain power and math.
Does
we got to figure out what the borders are going to be.
Does it count if somebody has started a project and then
You
they
finished
pass it on?
No.
No. That just calls, wow, what you were really gracious to take on that UFO project.
Very, it's like a medallion border quilt. Very
Right.
neat, very neat. We have a winner. Yay. Connie Lee, congratulations.
Thank you.
You are the winner. And the answer is a round robin quilt.
Right, and I almost said it when I talked about Sandy and Wendy, because that was so neat. That went on for a while in their friend family circle, and that the finished quilt was really cool.
Round robin. So fun. Okay, so thank you so much for watching to the very end, because we've got a prize for those of you. It's right over there.
Right, and then we're going to still talk about the auction quilt, correct?
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about the auction quilt first.
Okay. But I just didn't want you to forget.
We've got a fun,
Oh, wow, Marsha.
cheerful auction quilt. I believe Susie made this. It is a gorgeous quilt. This is made with 2-inch squares all the way throughout all of this. This is a Bonnie and Camille fabric, correct?
Right.
And just beautiful bright colors.
I almost thought you put up
Fun.
the Rosemary Cottage. No, we have
No,
a
this
current
isn't.
fabric line that looks similar, but
Right.
wow, look
And
at
a
that backing.
beautiful coordinating binding and backing, and it's quilted in such a way that it just shows off the beauty of this quilt. This would be great for anyone. I love it. It is kind of bright and cheery, but yet we have some dark colors in there too.
And so the auction quilt will go up on our Facebook page tomorrow, and you will put your bids in the comment area on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Whoever's got the highest bid will be the recipient of this beautiful quilt.
A lot of fun.
And now...
And you don't have to make it. And usually the prices are like,
Oh my gosh, they're
Crazy.
cheap. Usually cheaper than what we sold the kit
or
for.
that what you could even have it quilted for.
Exactly.
So, and it's all done. And you don't have to tell people that you didn't make it.
You do not. And we have now...
Yes. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. For those of you that watch to the end of this, you have a chance to win this beautiful Glow Garden by Sarah Watts charm pack. The word for today, and you will write this in the comment line, you either pick this up in the store or pay for the shipping. If not, please don't comment. But the comment word today is cold. Yes.
It is so cold.
So you want to comment, and you will be in a drawing for to win this charm pack.
And that...
Is it for today. We're going to button it up. Thank you so much for joining us on this cold, cold Minnesota day. If you're down in Florida or someplace sunny, yay for you. I forgot to say that the kids came back from Las Vegas, and they got back. So it was pretty nice in Las Vegas for their Bernina training, and then they came back to that 25 below with their car had been sitting all week at the Park and Fly in Minneapolis, and then they had to get in that cold, cold car and drive home, but they made it back safely. So once again, thank you for joining us, kicking off the second half of your week here at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew, and until next time, we will keep you in stitches. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.